You're here to find out what special message Spirit has for you for this week, and that's from the 5th of December to the 11th of December 2020. I'm Kylie Savage Psychic, and this is your Pick a Pile weekly oracle card reading. If you're new to the channel, then welcome. And if you've been watching along for a while, then welcome back. I really appreciate the support. Thank you for all the likes, the comments, and the new follows. And as always, if you really enjoy these readings and you're getting something from them, then I would love your feedback, and I would love for you to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that little bell on the right so that you get notified of when these videos come out. Some of you may have noticed that I've been adding to my video library. If you would like to receive a free gift from me, a free, very special meditation, an original created by me, channeled from Spirit, then send an email to info, I-N-F-O, at kyliesavage.com. That's KYLIESAVIDGE.com, and I will send you a free gift. These are unlisted videos, not open to the public. The only way you can get them is if you send me an email and ask for them. Just say, hi Kylie, I'd love to receive your free gift, the videos, the meditations you were talking about on your channel. Okay, how you doing out there? I feel like December is going to go past in a flash. And isn't that great? Because we're also ready to say goodbye to this year. And I have been putting together a releasing and reflection ritual, end of year ritual, to do exactly that, to reflect on the year that was, what worked, what didn't, what I'd like to focus on for next year, and releasing what are the things that came up which I do not want to take into 2021. If you'd like to know more about that, get in touch. Now, the easiest way to do that really is go over and like my Facebook page. Like and follow it. It's Kylie Savage Psychic on Facebook. I'm there every day. There are hashtags, and you can just find me easily on Messenger too, or comment on one of the posts and get in touch with me. And I may even do a Facebook Live about the specific ritual and give you the journal prompts and the specific how I do that. You know, don't let the word ritual put you off. Like, I like it because I like sacred things. I like rituals, but really, we all engage in rituals. Afternoon tea is a ritual. Brushing your teeth, you know, turning down your bed, turning all the lights off before you go to bed at night. That's a ritual. So don't let that word put you off. Anyway, I also have something else very special to tell you about. I have put together a very exciting 5-card Oracle forecast for 2021 for 55 Australian dollars, and it's only for the first 5 people that ask for it. If you would like to book that reading, you need to email info at kyliesavage.com, info at kyliesavage.com. How do you spell your own name, Kylie? Okay, what's exciting about that, especially if you're a woman in business? Do you want to know what's coming up for your business? Have you got questions, that you need answers to, like, how am I going to balance my work and family life and my business? Where's the best place to put my, invest my resources, my time and energy for my business to grow in 2021? Who do I need in my support circle for my business? What is the best decision I can make, the best area I can focus on to see my business grow in 2021? The direction I'm thinking about taking my business in, tell me more about that. I can help you formulate the question, but if you're a woman in business and you want to know how you're going to take your business into 2021 to either kick it off, to start it, or to see it grow and keep, being hugely successful, get in touch with me. I'm giving you a bonus crystal spirit message and a color to work with in 2021. It's a beautiful package, and it's going to set you up and give you something to look forward to in 2021. If you know me and you know my work, then you know I'm all about being optimistic, taking good, healthy risks, and giving you a positive message, giving you the practical tools and steps and strategies that you can implement so that you can make changes in your life. That's what I'm about. Okay, and now I'm about your reading. So I need for you, if you're driving, don't do this, but I need for you to maybe close your eyes and just put your hands on your heart. Take a nice deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth, and let's just arrive in this moment now. Oh, doesn't that feel better? Keep breathing with me in through the nose and releasing out through the mouth, letting go. And once more. We need a lot of grounding this month. I really am feeling that. Okay, now I would like for you to choose a number between 1 and 3. You can go ahead and do that now. Got your number? Right, that's a number from the pile that you've chosen. Well, I'm going to select 2 cards from it, and that pile's message will just be a little bit more relevant, a little bit more pertinent to you and for whatever is going on in your life currently. Now look, this is a 6-card reading, so even though you get those 2 cards read in that pile, still keep in mind the flow and the whole 6-card reading. We'll have the first card will be the anchor card, working through, the next right actions and then the future possible outcomes and the details. The other cards give us the details, the specifics and, of what we're asking about. And I'm asking today, how can we make the most of the last month of 2020? Great question. I'm sure you all wanted me to ask that, didn't you? Pop it in the comments if that's exactly what you want to know about. Okay, if you chose pile number 1, I'm choosing your cards now, and I'm taking 1 card from the top and 1 card from the bottom. And when you only have a small area to work in, that's a great strategy. If you want to give your deck a really good shuffle while you're letting your question run through your mind or saying out aloud, that's good too. I usually go through it about 3 times because I'm all about 3s, except for this month with the 5-card Oracle Forecast. I loved all those 5s. 5 is the energy of freedom and discipline, and we are going into a 5-year next year. So perfect. Okay, thank you, Spirit, for the intuition. So, I have set the intention that I'm going to shuffle the cards, say my question, and split the deck into 3 piles. And then I've already intended to take the top card and the bottom card from each pile to put together my 6-card reading. If this appeals to you and you're sitting there thinking, I love Oracle cards, but they're sitting in the back of my shelf and I don't know how to use them, come over to Facebook and join Kylie's Oracle Circle. I will teach you so much in there and it's completely for free. Alright, so if you chose pile number 1, and this is the anchor card for this week, it is the journey marker Love. Oh, I love this. I say that all the time. Oh, I love this card. I love this message. I do. It makes me think of that saying, I can't remember, but Wayne Dyer was fond of recalling it, was whatever the question, love is the answer. So, how can we make the most of the last month in 2020 is we can keep the focus on love. We can keep asking ourselves, what would love do? Our romantic relationships do come in here, and if you picked pile number 1, that may be something that you're thinking of. You may have a focus on your romantic relationships, or you're single and you're looking for love. So I can see, because your second card is the Swan, just sneak peek at there, I can see that, looking at how do you make the most of this month is also about allowing the ways that you think about love, you express love, you give it, you receive it, to change, to be transformed. And when I think back over this year, Yes, that's been a really big theme. We've had the huge issues of polarizations, you're over on that side of the fence or the other. The middle ground has become extinct, and I either love you or I hate you. I either love your work or I hate your work. I either love everything you stand for and I get 100% behind you, or you say something I don't like, suddenly I hate you. We've been moving between those two extremes, all the polarities. So, bringing the focus back to love and asking ourselves in each and every moment, what would love do? I really feel that that's a settling influence. It's bringing peace back into the picture. We have Christmas coming up. We have, where we can reunite with our family and friends. I really do see that this is going to be a great opportunity and a great month for getting together and sharing the love, and for healing all that hate and division that came up this year. And love really is the antidote to prejudice, to racism, ageism, sexism, all the isms. That love is a true antidote to that. And if we can come from the place of love, and that begins with us and our relationship to our higher power, whose unconditional love heals us, if we can come from that place and we can be mindful of that in each moment, we are going to have a brilliant month and set ourselves up for a very peaceful slide into January 2021. Okay, I'm going to talk a little bit more about the swan and love, because when you get the swan next to any other card, it means this thing is going to be transformed, and you need to allow what you're thinking about this thing to be changed. And I'm really getting a message of releasing. We need to do a lot of releasing. So for some of you, you could be looking at releasing a romantic relationship. You could be seeing that with love, this relationship has come to the end of the road. You've both come to the end of your journey. There's nothing more to do. The only thing to do is to resolve any conflicts and to walk away peacefully. And, to find a way to agree and to disagree, and to just let that person go with love. So the swan on a broader scale, more generalized, is also about, letting all these ideas about love being transformed on the world stage, reconnecting with our compassion for ourselves and others, reconnecting with our ideas of generosity and grace and forgiveness, and that deep, deep love for humankind. Because, God, don't we need it? We need a love bomb, we need a love flood, a love balm. The whole world needs love right now. What the world needs now. Oh, I really wish I could edit that bit out. That's the song I always sing. Go look up Dionne Warwick. What the world needs now. It always needs more love. And also, there's another message in there. If you are going through a particularly challenging time right now, you need to love yourself through it, and you need to love yourself forward. And you need to allow the things that didn't work for you this year. You might have had some really tough, blessings, really tough challenges come up, and you need to allow yourself to let go of them. You don't need it anymore. Whatever this thing was, you've run the gamut with it. You don't need it anymore, and it's okay and it's necessary to release it. So have a think about that. That's some pretty deep stuff if you pick pile number 1. It really is. Right, put that over there. So remember now, if you chose pile number 2, right, this is full on. So remember, this would be card number 3 in our 6-card reading, and we'll be looking at the next right actions to take. So if you pick pile number 2, your first card is the spider. Oh, this is fantastic, because I don't know about you, but there is a really good fiery energy coming through in December, and it's all about being super active, super connected taking in new ideas, new learning, buying new stuff. I've been on a bit of a spending spree, so many new opportunities, lots of gifts, been receiving lots of gifts. I say my daily magic words. Thank you for all the beautiful, amazing gifts of love I've received today as per my intention. Today I got a free lounge. Thank you, Meryl. And thank you, Glenda, for connecting me with that. So yeah, I don't know if you've been feeling this too, but the opportunities are coming in, and I really am looking at that. What do I want to release? What am I reflecting on this month? Because what is it I'd like to create for next year? What sort of a year do I want 2021 to be? I'm pretty sure a lot more of us are going to be on the bandwagon of many people might make New Year's intentions. That's not what I'm about. But a lot more people are going to want to intentionally, mindfully, consciously create their year next year. They're going to understand the co-creation process. They're going to want to know how to manifest and co-create their life between those two pillars, life on life's terms and your own co-creative will with the divine. So, a lot more people are going to be interested in doing this because they are not going to want to leave their life up to the hands of fate. They are not going to want to let other people tell them their destiny. They are going to want to create it themselves. So if this is you, this is terrific. It's creative projects. It also connects back to the Spider-Woman myth. There's a Spider-Woman myth in, she came from the First Nation American people first. And she is a creator. So it's about weaving the web of life. What strings do you want to pull together and what threads do you want to follow? So if you chose pile number 2, that's really interesting. And the person who's going to be your ally with this and the next right action to take is to pay really, really good attention to your intuition. Intuition's super important. I'm going to be teaching a lot about that next year. And if you ask me for the free gift, hint, hint, it's about strengthening your intuition. Okay, so the High Priestess, she's your ally in here. Discernment, I can never say this, pre-science, prophecy and vision. You need to pay attention to the signs, to your intuition. You need to connect with that feminine, that divine feminine aspect within yourself, your intuitive self. And, go with your feelings, what you're feeling. You can act outside of your mind and outside of your thought. There is a part of you that can take action. And it's really when you're connected with your soul is speaking and acting, and your soul is in the driver's seat. And it does that more and more as you connect to and strengthen your intuition. So, to be creative and to have an ally with your creations, connect with your intuition. Oh, that's such a good message. And I'm really feeling that for myself. So I trust that's going to resonate with most of you who are watching this. And if it does, get in touch with me. If there's any way I can support you, then let me know. Because I need to know what it is that's going to be most helpful for you when I create things. Okay, if you chose pile number 3. Ooh, this is exciting. I really like pulling out the cards. Before I used to pull out the 6 or 8 cards and I would see the whole reading and I would tune into the energies and I would write down the message that I got and any other extra messages I got from Spirit. And then I would check the guidebooks and make sure, I was on track with everything. And then I would deliver the message and also be connecting with my intuition and, channeling Spirit's message. But doing the cards this way is really exciting because I don't see them. And when I read for you as a client, if you came and saw me in person, this is how I'd be reading. I'd be turning the cards over in front of you, which is a really good way to do it. It makes you trust your intuition. It makes you trust Spirit. It makes you become, really reliant upon their guidance and the flow of information through you. And you can't overthink it too much. Big overthinker here. Okay, if you chose pile number 3, your first card is the Horse. So what Spirit wants us to know, we've moved from love all the way down here to the horse. And what that is saying is we need to accept assistance and support. We're creating new things here. We don't know all the steps to take, and that's okay, because no woman is an island, and we need one another. We need our community, we need our tribe, and we need to rely on one another, and we need to ask for assistance and support. I don't say help, because you're not helpless. We ask for assistance, for somebody to come and assist us and support us so we can make these, huge transformations in our lives. Baby steps, yet huge transformations. So the horse is saying, let me carry the burden. We don't have to know how everything is going to unfold. And living throughout this year, I was reading something somebody posted just recently, about how they've changed the whole way they live their life. They don't plan, decades down the track. They plan more for the now and stay more connected to the now. We don't necessarily know how the future is going to unfold and everything that's happening. We need to really trust, and we need to understand that we need each other. We don't need to know how to do all the things for everything. There are people out there willing to assist and support us, and your biggest ally is spirit. So, when I say my daily prayer, it's handing my life and my will, turning them over to the God, as I understand them, Goddess, and I'm asking for her support and assistance. I ask her to guide my every thought, word, and deed, because I know she knows best, and she loves me, and she wants what's best for me. It's a hard fact and a truth to accept about yourself that sometimes, even though you care about yourself so much, everything, you don't always have your best interests in mind. You don't always know your own best and highest good. Spirit does. Ask them for help, for assistance. See, that help word pops in. Ask them for assistance and support, and let them do it. Let them support you. So if you have the horse, it's a little bit of a message to say too, if you're planning Christmas events, you're not sure how everything's going to fall into place, or you're planning big projects for next year, things like that, to not be a martyr. There's a martyr victim game. And if you're interested in those games and archetypes, look up Carolyn Myss. She has a whole list of archetypes, and Myss is spelt M-Y-S-S, so it's Caroline Myss. Not particularly, my favourite lady, yet brilliant teacher. Very good about archetypes. So if you're playing a bit of a martyr game and you're moaning, the victim story is moaning, saying, oh, I've got so much to do, I don't know, I don't have the time and the money, and you're complaining and say, I don't know how I'm going to do it all, and somebody offers to help you, and then you have that automatic no comes through, and you go, oh, no, that's too much trouble for you. Oh, I'll be okay. I'll figure it out. I always do. If you want something done, do it yourself, and all that. So just stop. Try it. Try this new way. Be playful with it. See how much the universe loves and supports you by allowing them to come in. Ask and then allow. It's tricky, I know. It's taken me forever. Still learning all this. Still teaching what I need to learn. Wealth. Wealth is your next card. So this is why, Spirit is getting me to emphasize why it's important not to play the martyr victim game, why it's important to allow Spirit in to assist and support you, to open up the door, all the ways that Spirit shows up to assist and support you, because it's connected to your wealth. And this is wealth not just in financial prosperity, although that's part of it. It's a wealth of wisdom, a wealth of assistance and support, a wealth of connection, a wealth of belonging, a wealth of love, a wealth of emotional support, a wealth of emotional intelligence, a wealth of, really deep, healthy, loving relationships. Those of you who asked about love, it's okay to let things go, because more is coming. So our last card, our sixth card, our future possible outcome says, when we, sit back and we detach with love from all our stories and all our games, and we allow Spirit to support us, it's going to connect us with our wealth. A wealth and abundance. And that's an abundance of all good things. A wealth of great experiences, great opportunities, work opportunities, career opportunities, and everything. I'm just amazed every day at the wealth of people that I can connect with, mostly women, many of them in business, who have such a wealth of wisdom and education and knowledge and training and things they can pass on to me very often for very little exchange. And I've just been blessed so much lately, and I feel like my cup is running over with so many gifts. It's almost overwhelming. That's abundance, keeps coming. I always kind of think of the magic pudding, or in Harry Potter, when he's trapped in the bank, the Goblin's bank, Gringotts, and he touches the Hufflepuff cup, and all the coins explode. It's like an infinity of abundance. Love that. Pop it in the comments. What are your experiences this week coming up? What was the wealth of abundance that touched your life and which you allowed in? Oh, I just feel so good about this. In fact, I think this is my favorite reading out of all these pick a pile readings. This is just so deep and there's so much to it. Yet if you would like to dig deeper with me, let me know. You can still book any of my readings up until the 16th of December. Some of those readings probably won't be done until January, February, and when I come back to work. But the pick a pile readings, the last day you can book them is the 16th of December, and I'll deliver them by February. Only 5 places. Okay, may your week be totally and fully blessed. I'd love to hear all about it. See you next week.